Do we have any hope of a Santa rally with 6 trading days left? This one price level will let us know if that's going to happen or not. Welcome to the Ready Set Trade Market Minute for Thursday, the 22nd of December. Here's the daily chart of the SPX cash index. And what we've seen is a rally since mid-October into just last week or so around the release of the CPI. And then after that, the Fed, and we seem to have a topping pattern in our hands. Okay, so let's look at what the character of this uptrend shows. We rallied about 600 points from these lows up to these highs. And during these rallies, what we saw was pullbacks along the way, which is very normal, about 200 points. This pullback here was about 200 points and builds up the negativity, which gets squeezed out to the upside when we have good results from that CPI report. Here's the next pullback that we had, which is a little bit less than 200 points. But again, you get this sort of pattern that this goes. The average swing length to the downside on a corrected basis was about 200 points, from 4,100 down to about 3,900. And now what's happened here is after the double top, we actually have a conversion to a downtrend because we now are going from equal highs to now lower lows. So this is a transition that we have in polarity of the price chart. And notice also what's happening to the pullback. The pullback went from 4,100 down to 3,800. That's 300 points. So the market is voting with its feet and trying to tell us what's going on at this point. We have all the signs of a classic reversal back to the downside, much like all of these lower highs that set up over here after the August rally. Now, what we notice is that markets won't go in one direction for another. We have a pretty strong exhaustion signal down here, which is trying in earnest to recharge. And so what we might expect to see from here would be some type of a flag pattern, some type of a consolidation, which is a continuation pattern. So the price will normally exit this pattern in the direction from whence it came. So it should, and I put that in quotes, it should break to the downside at some point eventually. Notice that the price did find support around the confluence of this 3,800 round number support as well as the 50% fib retracement. So now let's get rid of those fibs from the bottom to the top and instead draw them from the top to the bottom of this swing. What can these fibs tell us? Well, again, I think everybody is looking for a downside continuation from this. And what we need to be aware of is what price would have to be exceeded to the upside where we might actually turn this thing into a slingshot move like this. This is the move that the fewest number of people are expecting, and so therefore we need to account for that. So again, here's the price up here at 39.84. If we see the price break through that 61.8% fib, and especially if it gets through the confluence of that and 4,000. So I'm going to just say this 4,000 level. If the price breaks through 4,000, then it may be headed for higher highs, believe it or not. So if we see it close below 3,800, we're going to be heading lower. If we see a close above 4,000, then markets are deciding to reverse and Santa's taken over into the end of the year. Watch those two levels and we'll see you in the next Market Minute.